Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I will be doing the CSEC Integrated Science May June 2017 paper 1. This is going to be part 1 video. It's going to be a 2-part series videos. So if you're visiting the channel for the very first time, go right ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you know when part 2 is being uploaded. Also, please give this video a thumbs up by pressing the like button. When you do that, you allow this video to reach as many students as possible so all can be prepared for the exam which is coming up soon. Also, you will be noticing too that ads will be playing on your videos. This can be annoying, I know at times, but in order to express your appreciation, that is all that is required, not to skip these ads. If it is something that you don't like, or you can take a little break, just take a little break during that time and just allow the ads to play out. It's your way of saying thank you, miss, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to prepare these videos so that we can benefit from them. So let's get into this video. So we'll be looking at the first 30 questions on this paper. So here we go. And it's going to be an interaction because I want to see how much knowledge you have learned over the past months, past year. So in order to get you ready, I may be asking you just 1 or 2 questions, to give me a comment down leave a comment down in the description below. So please, let's get into question 1. Item 1 refers to the following diagram, which shows the particles of 4 states of matter, A, B, C, and D. So 1 says, which diagram represents a liquid? Now, looking at our diagram, we know the answer for 1 is going to be B. B. Now, in the comments section, I want you to tell me what is A, C, and D, just to see how much you remember and remember your concept from the CSEC syllabus. Let's go to number 2. Which of the following structures is responsible for energy production in an animal? We know this is another repeated question. So we know the answer is C, mitochondria. Let's look at number 3. So item 3 to 4 refer to the following parts of a flower: A, ovule; B, ovary; C, anther; D, filament. So in answering items 3 to 4, each option may be used once, more than once, or not at all. 3. Which part of the flower forms the seed after fertilization? That is the A, ovule. Let's look at number 4. Which part of the flower is the site where male gametes are produced? Or you may say gametes, whichever way how you pronounce it. Now, looking at that, we know that is C, anther. 5. Which of the following shapes describes molar teeth? A, pointed; B, rounded; C, flat-topped; D, chisel-shaped. So we know that is the flat top. C for 5. Let's look at 6. Which of the following processes is associated with the breakdown of food into simple soluble molecules? This is a giveaway. We know that is B, digestion. 7. Which of the following is an example of prenatal care? Now we know prenatal care is actually before the baby is born. So before child's birth. So A says nursing a newborn baby. B says immunization of the baby. C, providing clothing for the baby. Or D, ultrasound scan for the mother. Now we know A, B, and C. These things takes place after the baby is born. So what do we refer to that as? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me see how well you are remembering. So D would be the answer. So prenatal, while the mother is pregnant, ultrasound scan for the mother. 8. The release of an egg from the ovary is called A, ovulation, B, fertilization, C, implantation, or D, gestation. This is easy. A, ovulation. 9. Which of the following statements concerning respiration is true? Now, if you watch the 2019 past paper or the 2018 past paper, you know the answer would be C because this is a repeated question. So those of you who are visiting the channel for the first time, if you haven't yet watched those videos, you can go right ahead and look on the channel page and you'll find those videos so you can watch them. Let's go to number 10. Condoms and diaphragms. Caps are examples of the method of birth control known as A, barrier, B, natural, C, hormonal, D, sterilization. So this is A, barrier. 11 says, which of the following components of blood protects the body by engulfing bacteria? A, plasma, B, platelet, C, red blood cell, D, white blood cell. This is easy. This is another repeat question. D, white blood cell. Item 12 refers to the following diagram of a plant cell. So it is labeled S, R, Q, and B. 12. Which labeled part contains a green pigment called chlorophyll? So we know it is Q. This is the chlorophyll. B. Let's go to number 13. So items 13 to 14 refer to the following diagram of the skeletal system. So we have two parts labeled X and Y. 13, the bone labeled X is we know this is the C, humerus. Let's go to 14. The bone labeled Y is so this part, we know that is B, fibular. 15 says, which of the following blood groups does not have any antigens? A, O, B, A, C, B, D, AB. So we know the answer would be A, O. Let's go to number 16. Which of the following is not a cardiovascular disease? A, stroke, B, diabetes, C, hypertension, D, atherosclerosis. Now, we know the answer would be B, diabetes. 17. Which of the following are common features of respiratory surfaces? 1, moist, 2, small surface area, 3, well supplied with blood vessels. So we know 1, moist, 2 is not a feature of respiratory surfaces, small surface area. So that would be out. So 1 and 3, so our answer is B. 18. Which of the following are significant sources of air pollution? 1. Oil spills. 2. Volcanic eruptions. 3. Extensive use of cars. Now we know oil spills is not a source of air pollution. So that would be out. So we know our answer is 2 and 3. C for our answer. Let's go to 19. Antibodies are important in the human body because they A. Control hormones, B. Protect against diseases, C. Help make red blood cells, D. Regulate blood glucose levels. So we know antibodies, they are important in the body because they protect against diseases. B. 20 says, which hormone is responsible for secondary sexual characteristics in males? Now, we know, once we hear male, we know it is a testosterone. D. 21 now. The three small bones found in the middle ear of a human being are called the A. drums, B. ossicles, C. cochlea, D. follicles. So we know they are called B. ossicles. 22 says, by which of the label structures in the following diagram are impulses carried to the brain? So we're labeled A, B, C, D. So we know A is the retina. We know that could not be. B would be out. D would be out. So our answer is C. This is the optic nerve. So this is the optic nerve. And that is responsible for carrying impulses to the brain. All right. I want you to comment in the section and tell me what does B and D in labeling the eye, what does that represent? Let me know in the comment section below. 23 says, which of the following sequences correctly represents the order of the processes involved in the reproduction and growth of plants? So, is it for A, fertilization, then germination, then pollination, B, germination, then fertilization, then pollination, C, pollination, then fertilization, then germination, or D, pollination, then germination, then fertilization? So we know the answer is C, pollination, then fertilization, then germination. 24 says, which of the following types of compounds are found in common household chemicals? 1. Acids, 2. Bases, 3. Salts. Well, we know that all of these compounds are found in household chemicals. D would be the answer. 25. Bacteria in the mouth produce acid. Toothpaste that would neutralize the acid should have a pH of A, 1, B, 6, C, 7, D, 8. We know it should have a pH of 8. D for 25. Let's go to 26. Which method of waste treatment is least harmful to the environment? A. Burning, B. Burying, C. Recycling, D. Landfill. So this is very important to take note of certain key terms in this question. So basically what this is saying is that most of these things are harmful to the environment. They are harmful, but they want us to give the least one that have the least effect on the environment, causing harm to the environment. So we could say recycling, C, would be the appropriate answer. 27 says, in weather systems, which kind of front is formed when there is no replacement of air? A. Cold. B. Warm. C. Stationary. D. Occluded. So we know it is C. Stationary. Let's go to 28. Wet clothes are most likely to dry quickly under conditions of A. High temperature and high humidity. B. High temperature and low humidity. C. Low temperature and low humidity. Or D. Low temperature and high humidity. So we know it would be B. High temperature and low humidity. Let's go to number 29. When a car has a momentum of zero, it means that the car A has stopped, B has a mass of 0 kilograms, C is traveling at a constant velocity, D has a velocity of negative 1.0 meters per second. So if the car has a momentum of zero, it's quite obvious that the car has stopped. A. Our final question says, which of the following energy conversions takes place during the process of photosynthesis? A. Heat to light. B. Light to kinetic. C. Chemical to heat. D. Light to chemical. So we know it is light to chemical. D. So there you have it. We have come to the end of part 1 of the CSEC Integrated Science, May June 2017, paper 1. Don't forget to subscribe to know when part 2 is out, and like, share, and leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching.